Gary, another tough trip on paper on Saturday, heading to Stockport, who sit fourth in the league. Will you be looking to take inspiration from that win over Lincoln City that were in a similar position a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, I think we can take a lot of positivity from our away form this season. We're 12th in the league. We know all our travels are long ones. We know how difficult it is on a Friday afternoon, the long bus journeys, but I think the players understand what they need to do to be in the best physical condition to perform on the Saturday, and they have that recent memory of Lincoln and how hard we needed to work to win that game, and we're going to need to do the same if we want to win on Saturday.
Speaking of physical condition as well, how is the squad looking fitness-wise ahead of the trip?
Yeah, it's okay. There's a lot of kind of niggles, Jack McMillan, John Lee Ufeko, little niggles that we'll need to assess. The longer term ones, Sonny, Ryan Rydell, Jake Del Hayes are still all out injured. There was a number of players played in midweek for the under-21s, which has been good for them in terms of getting minutes and getting match minutes, so that their match sharpness is better and they're more in contention for the squad. So we'll assess everyone from training today, this afternoon, and then prepare tomorrow to travel up north.
I guess we can't ignore the fact that Jake Del Hayes has already made 27 appearances and we're only in October. So, having played in the League of Ireland already, so he's someone who's, well ahead of everyone else in terms of how many minutes he's played.
Yeah, he has, and he was carrying a little ankle injury when he came, and he's kind of shook that off a little bit, and then it's came back, and so he's not really been probably at full fitness for any game yet because of his disruption to his training and stuff. So the break might do him good at this point to kind of re-energise him and refresh him when he comes back for the rest of the season.
You'll have Josh McGuinness back as well. I'm sure you've noticed the change in the decibels out here, but he got minutes for Northern Ireland and looked really sharp against a very, very strong Germany team in the week.
Yeah, we've noticed. You always notice when Josh comes back, you can hear him before you see him, but it's great to have him back. Great for him to perform as well as he did and get minutes, being away with his country and having such a big occasion to play against Germany. I watched the game, the atmosphere and the effort from the Northern Ireland team and the performance was extremely good. So he came back in some good spirits, and the group know that he's back now by his, like you say, the volume in the training ground going up.
Should Sweens play on Saturday, that'll be his 400th appearance to the club. It's a remarkable milestone in modern football, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's one of many milestones that he keeps hitting at this football club. It's a massive year for him, his testimonial year, and it's great to see recently him getting back to the form that we know and we've seen over the past 10 years at this football club. He had a big operation in the summer that has taken him time to get his fitness and then find his form, but it's like I said, in recent games I think we've started to see the Sweens that we know and love, and we need to continue to see that throughout the season. But 400 games for this football club is a brilliant achievement, and hopefully him and the team can make it a really special one for him.
Last night Perks took the under-21 side that put in a really strong performance and picked up another point to remain unbeaten in the Premier League Cup. What did you make of the game?
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant. Again, we're playing a very good academy in West Brom. We took some first team players to get minutes into them, match minutes, which I thought all of them, their attitude, their mentality and their quality in the game was very good. I think it's great that they show the younger players what it means and looks like to be an Exeter City player, so they can learn from them as well. And then when a lot of the younger players under 18s came on late in the game, and we find ourselves probably a little bit under the cosh, it's brilliant that we managed to see the game out. Jack Bycroft produces a brilliant save. Charlie Cummins a fantastic block late in the game, and Perks coming on and helping the players in that moment when it was really difficult for them. They're playing at a level they've never seen before. They're playing against players physically bigger, more experienced than they are, and to have Perks as an experienced head round about them is a huge positive for them, that they can come out of that game with a really good experience again, an experience that they can learn from and the whole club can progress from. So delighted with how we started in that competition, 7 points. and so many positive developmental aspects of the team within that as well, which is great.
You mentioned Jack Bycroft there as well, an impressive clean sheet for him and the whole team. What have you made of, how impressed have you been with him since he's been with us?
Yeah, he's been brilliant. I think he came with a point to prove. His career from a young age probably hasn't got to the level that he thought it might, but we knew he had a lot of potential, and we could, or Kev could get the best out of him. It's what he does really well, Kev. I think he understands all these goalkeepers and gets them to their very limit and gets the best out of them. So for him to come into the club and fit in with the goalkeepers that we have and get on so well with Joe and Frankie and all the other goalies is brilliant for him. But as I said to him, it's up to him to push and perform and get to a level where he's trying to get in the first team. And I think every game he's done so far, he's done some really good things, and he has to continue that development and keep pushing Joe for the rest of the season.
And with the game being last night and it being yet another long time on the M5 on Friday, how's that affected your preparations this week for the game?
You say a long time in the M5, Scott. I was an hour and a half on Topsham Road yesterday trying to get into the quay. So Exeter traffic is not one of my favourite things about Exeter. But yeah, the squad is kind of different today. Some were off, some recovered, and some trained a little bit, some trained more in terms of Josh McGuinness. So we'll all come back together tomorrow. Everyone is prepared to travel. We'll all come together tomorrow morning to put the finishing touches on and set on the long road up north. Hopefully there isn't as much traffic as there was yesterday in Exeter, but we'll see.
And it's 4 points from the last two games as well. Is your challenge to the players now to make that, extend that run and see how far we can go?
Yeah, I think so. I think that this is the last game in our second block. The block as a whole hasn't went as well as we would have liked it to, but I think the team has finished strong, and that was one of the reasons why we decided to put these blocks together to give us kind of options, good or bad, come the end of the block. So hopefully we can finish the block really strong in terms of the last three games, and then we go into our third block of games that starts obviously with the Devon Derby. But last game of the block, always important you finish it strongly, then you can analyse what went wrong at the start and how we can improve for the next block. So yeah, it's a big game. It's a game I think we have to be at our very best to win. It's very similar to the Lincoln game, where I think it will be tight, there won't be much in it, and we have to be willing to go to the wire if we want to win it.
Just to finish up as well, we've not had a chance to speak about it yet, but obviously on Monday we found out where we were heading in the FA Cup first round, and it's the short trip to Halifax. I'm sure you wanted a home tie, but how do you feel about that draw?
Yeah, I think you always want a home tie. That is the first thing you look for. But if it's going to be away, then it's closer to my home, so that's probably better for me. But yeah, a difficult game, a club that we know well, having obviously scouted Millie and Andrew from recently in terms of the games they've played. We've watched it. I've been to a few games at the stadium, so I know the environment quite well. And I think in any cup tie, when you go away from home to lower league, then you're going to be in a tough game. So we will prepare for that when it comes around with the utmost respect, and we will go and hopefully get a similar run to we had last year in the FA Cup.